Okay. Okay, I think like we still have to go through like the main issues that are like related to middle funnel. So yeah, let's pull up on those also. Shalin, for this one, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is what is the BVSR method?
It's the one that Ali developed previously. Like, I believe it was announced previously in the all hands like
Mm-mm.
meeting, like a few meetings back.
Mm. Yeah, okay, so what me and RV did is we tried to adapt over and not use like the exact words. Yeah. But in a way it's still like a similar style in presenting. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Jin, can we have your mic muted? Because we can hear your background. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Then Shalin, so yeah, I've answered this question. So I think we are okay with this format. I think like there was an update to say that we will use this format. Yeah. But okay, so but for the campaign cards itself, it's not finalized yet. I think that's because of the SLH, right? That Shalin and Ari has been discussing on. Maybe y'all want to give us an update. Yeah. RV or Shalin on the SLAs on
Okay.
the campaign cards. Yeah.
Yeah. So like last yesterday actually, like we did like revise like for the SLA itself. So like we divide them based on the priority. So instead of like each one of the campaigns having their own like weekly SLAs that they need to like fulfill, we decided as well, like as Lilis and VD also advised previously, to
Mm.
have the SLAs like mixed, for like the high, medium, and low priority campaigns. I believe it's also like updated in the cards. So there's this description card right within the priority campaigns, and then you can see it over there in the comments. So yeah, it's actually over there. I believe this one is for the high priority campaigns. Yeah. So like the for the distribution post is like 15. So we actually add plus n. So like it actually based on the number of the cards in the stack. So like the higher the priority is, then the higher the number are that we need to like that we need to achieve like for the distribution post, and then for the rest is like minus the numbers itself, like the position. So like to explain it a bit like simple. So the last card on the high priority stack, it should be like we need to get at least like 15 like 15 distribution posts like per week, and then like for example we have like 7 cards, right? And then the seventh card we need to get like 15, and then for the sixth card we need to like add one into it, so like 16, and then like it goes along the way until to the top one. So
Okay,
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
Shalin, can I just clarify right on the spot? So for example,
Mm-hmm.
HR intern will be 15, then
Mm-hmm.
PD will be 16,
Mm-hmm.
BI will be 17, and so on and so forth. Okay.
Yep.
But how did the 15 come about? Like how do you all determine like 15 is the like correct number or like the benchmark?
Okay, we actually see like whether the campaigns in the high priority campaigns achieve the SLA or not, and what is like the most like common numbers that actually show up. So some campaigns actually have like around 20 plus distribution posts. Some of them are like around 15, 16. So like we need to see as well like the other things, right? And if it's like I think 15 should be like suffice, because if it's 20, like for some campaigns it may not actually be needed for some campaigns, especially like those in the lower part of the stack. So yeah, we decided to go with like 15 and then adding like the numbers from there.
Okay. Then I think the next question may be to RV. Yeah, to RV. Let me see. We had this discussion on the percentages. I think it's on the other card. Hold on.
In the hiring template.
Yeah. So because currently the number that you show us on the on like the new numbers, like for the distribution post to applicants, it should be like about more than 200%. But now the distribution post is like only one or like more or less to the applicants.
So
You get what I mean? Like the now it's
yeah.
like per post we are only getting one applicant. Then does that like reduce, the amount of applicants we get? Yep.
Okay, so for this SLA that I make a challenge, it's actually a combination between the performance and also the user funnel SLA that we have. So previously we agreed to still use the win and loss ratio, and then from that win and loss ratio, we put it here. The applicants to the qualified applicants to the first interview to online assessment, and we see the nearest number that comes from the performance.
Okay. As in, I think my question is more specific on like the distribution posts and applicants. Because previously we agreed like something like, each distribution post should bring us like at least two applicants. But now it's like almost one distribution post to one applicant. Yeah, so it's like how do we maximize like, the work of our top funnel also? If like only one distribution post like help us bring in one applicant. Yeah.
Okay. That brings out the question of quality of the distribution post. Yeah. I think I would like to hear from Furkan first. If we are to put 200% conversion rate, do you think it is possible?
Mm, yeah, actually, I can't really tell if it is really possible or not. 100% is still achievable, but 200%, yeah, based on our current performance, I don't think so.
Okay, please negotiate with me. What numbers that you want to get?
Uh, if it's 100%, is it possible?
Isn't it not? I mean, is it pessimistic or not to have 100%
It's quite
conversion rate?
realistic. I mean, I
Mm,
guess.
yeah, you're more on the realistic side. Yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah, so for can I conclude that the current numbers make sense to you? Like if there's 15 distribution posts, we can get about 16 applicants. So each post bring us about one applicant.
Yeah, that's the realistic one.
Okay. Then again, Vera and Jing, do you all have any comments to add on to these SLAs? Like, is it reasonable to you? Yes, Jing.
Not sure. Wait, could I see which campaign this is actually? Give me a second.
Oh, okay. So this is actually what we are intending to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Charlene and RB. So this will be like a guideline for all the campaigns. Then after that, for each campaign, we will make some changes to it in terms of the SLAs.
What does
Yeah.
N represent? Oh, okay. Highest priority is 15 plus N number of cards in the stack. Cards position in the stack. Oh, okay. What? Okay, wait. You're gonna have to. Okay, so the highest. Okay, the highest priority card has 15 plus. Let's say there's 5 cards. So okay, all right. There's 20 distributions, and the rest is 15 plus N minus K.
The rest in this sense, I think it's the middle priority and the medium and low priority. RV and Shalin, can one of you clarify this?
Okay, so for that formula, it only belongs to the high priority campaigns. So for the middle and low priority campaigns, like the number of distribution posts, like for the whole stack, it's the same. because it's higher priority man. Then in the high priority stack, we also have our priorities, right, with the positioning.
Okay. The question, I guess, is why do we do 15 plus n? Is there some sort of thought process behind that?
Yeah, so we actually overlooked like those all of the campaigns like in the high priority stack, and then see whether they actually like achieve their SLA or not, right? For the past like 1 week back. So from there, we actually noticed that there are actually like most of the distribution post SLAs are actually like achieved, and like most of them like are like above than 15, right? In this case,
Uh-huh.
so like some of them are actually like exceeding 20 plus. So like with that, we were thinking that we take like the mean or the median from there. Like, I think we can start from 15.
Okay, and why would we set the number of distributions to be correlated to the number of cards in the stack? Like, why do we do 15 plus n?
Okay. So it kind of reflects like the priority as well. So if we were to like make all of the campaign cards the same, right, and like having all of them like do like 15 distribution posts, it's like it doesn't actually reflect the priority itself. Because like in the high priority campaigns, we also have like the priority itself, right? So like
I see.
number one, number two, number three. So like it's kind of differentiate the priority in the stack.
Okay, got it. So, okay, if that's the case, then that would mean that there's only one difference between the first highest priority and the second priority, right? So let's say the highest priority gets 20 distributions. The next priority gets 19, and the one after that gets 18 and such, right?
Yep.
So my question is that a logical gap, a difference between highest priority and second highest priority? Or should it be structured a little bit differently, right? So highest priority only gets one more than second highest priority. Second highest priority gets only one more than third highest priority, right? Whereas I would imagine maybe a proportion might actually be maybe a little bit more relevant in this case. Let's say if you had highest priority gets 30% more than second highest priority, right? Or second highest priority gets 30% more than third highest priority, and so on and so forth, rather than just a one more. Just a thought.
Okay. Um, I think that should be doable. Because if we were like to differentiate by only like one, it may not actually make a great difference.
Right.
Maybe
right.
maybe to RV.
Okay, then yeah, RV, you have anything to add?
Maybe I would like to hear like from the rest of we still have middle and then the low. Yeah, I would like to hear from you guys what do you think of the rest.
Okay, then to Iken and Vera, do you have anything else to add or like your thoughts about these SLAs?
I actually agree with. Oh, Akin, do you want to go first?
No, Vera, you should go first. I will go later.
Okay, so actually, I agree with Mr. Jing. Like, if the distribution posts only like have one distribution post difference, I don't think it will bring like much effect
Mm.
on the conversion rate. So I think it will be better if we use percentage. But then the amount of percentage again, we should like carefully calculate again in the future. Yep, that's my thoughts.
Okay, then Iken? Oh yeah, sorry, Jing.
Oh, let's go to Ekin first.
Okay.
Okay, so I also agree that maybe the formula might be written better to get more effective. And since like even in for the highest priority campaigns, even the least prioritized campaign within the highest ones should be at least 15, right?
Yep,
At
yep.
the very least. So maybe like the formula can be written like 15 plus if we are going with the number of card stacks 15 plus 2n or 15 plus 3n, maybe a formula like that could work. So I was going to suggest that.
Okay. Yep, Jing.
No, that's actually really good. I like what Iken did there. So the math then would give, let's say, three more than the previous one, and three more than the previous one. Okay, all right. So that I think is on to the proportion. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now that's good. Here's one thing I think we can think about, which is what is the total amount of resource in terms of distribution posts that we have every week, right? So what is the lump total sum of distribution capacity that the awareness team can produce every week, right? Let's just give a number. Let's say it's 100, okay? And then off that, I think we can categorize what is the quality of that distribution. Let's say we maybe get 50 that are maybe relatively low quality, 25 medium quality, and 25 that are very high quality, right? Let's say high quality is maybe like a guest lecture, right? Something that is very targeted. Low quality is maybe job board. So we can, let's say, classify the types of distribution that we do. Once you have that, then you just look at how many campaigns, or you look at, like, let's say, what's the proportion that first priority gets of each particular resource, right? So let's say first priority gets maybe 50% of all three levels, right? 50% of the highest quality, 50% of the middle, 50% of the lowest quality type of distribution. Okay, so we say, all right, that's how we show that we're really committed to this particular campaign. Second campaign gets maybe 25%, and each campaign below that gets half of the previous one, right, in terms of the share of distribution. So that, I think, can actually be a way to avoid two things. One, it avoids us overworking the team because the distribution team now has a goal every week they need to reach, right? And they don't have these goals that just keep on creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, right? So we treat it as a fixed resource, and then we assign how much of that resource we're going to put into each particular campaign, and that would indicate what a first priority campaign is that it gets the majority of, let's say, the overall resource, or some other way to do it. So that would then go and fulfill RV's idea about using, let's say, a proportion. I guess RV and I are working on this idea, so both. This idea of proportion, right? So it's shared. Anyway, yeah, that's my idea. Throw out there.
Okay. Jenna, so yeah, just to fill you in, so we're discussing about this campaign SLAs. Yeah, so we were saying that this might not be like the best benchmark for now, so we will relook into it lah. Yeah. But off your head, how now do you have anything that you want to add on?
No, for now, no. Thank you.
Okay, then sorry, Ari, can I check with you where's the meeting notes? Like where is it being written at now?
Still in the thread. I will put it there.
Okay, can. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Specifically to middle funnel. Yeah. So can I just check with Arby and Shalin? So for this part, it's also left with like the campaign SLAs only, right? To finalize that. To Shalin maybe.
Sorry, for which one?
For this discussion thread. Yeah. Oh, first 2 points to be discussed by middle.
Yeah, I think we already talked about the win-loss ratio, right, as well as the campaign update. And then the most just now we also talk about the bandwidth for the prioritization, which is like the priority SLAs, right? So like three different SLAs for the three different priorities.
Okay. Arvi, do you have anything to add on to this thread, this discussion thread? Is there anything we need to discuss now?
I actually want to clarify about the campaign update though.
About the campaign update?
Yep. About the broken funnel. Yes. What should we do with that?
Oh, okay. So for this one now, it's like what we do on Trello is between, for example, 5th July to 7th July, like between this time period, if you have any increase in like new entry, CB rejected, etc. Yeah. But currently what's on Redash is basically just let's say if the entry comes in on 5th July and the entry moves to CB rejected, then it will be calculated between 5th July to 7th July. But if let's say the entry comes in before 5th July, like let's say 4th July, then it will not be calculated between the 5th July to 7th July. Yeah, so basically VD is trying to fix this issue also. So I think he's going to come up with some like a tab called activities tab, and that one will be able to like record the correct numbers that usually we put into Trello lah. Yeah, that's why it's called a broken funnel in a sense, because the new entry doesn't come in between that period, but it comes in like before the period. And like this period, it only like changes to like maybe CB rejected. Yeah. Yeah. Does that make sense to you, Arvi? You want me to explain or?
So in the meantime, before the redash is ready, we still update the same way as we did.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Everyone else, do you have anything to add? You can just unmute yourself.
Yeah, so
Shannon.
about the win-loss ratio, like we are planning to like incorporate them into the campaign update as well, but we haven't actually have it fixed yet.
Oh, okay. So now instead of like the percentages, it will be like the win-loss ratio lah, basically.
Yeah, so
Like
that it
for
actually like reflects the user funnel SLA.
so for example, this more than 200% will be a win-loss ratio. Then the campaign SLAs will eventually lead us to the user funnel SLAs. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, ideally it should be like that.
Okay. So when will you and like Arvi update us on like the latest SLAs, the campaign SLAs?
Okay, today is Wednesday. I think by Friday Scrum should be possible, right, Arvi?
Okay, Arvi, please help us to write in the chat. Thank you. Then yeah, do you all have anything else to add on for this discussion chat? Jenna, Vera, are you there? Okay. Again?
I think for now I have nothing to add.
Okay. For Con, do you have anything to add on that relates to maybe top funnel also? No? Okay. Jane, do you have anything to add on?
Nope.
All right. Okay, then yeah, please update us on Friday, Shalene and Ari on the campaign SLAs. Okay, then for this topic, okay, I think we don't have much discussion yet. But Jenna, I just you want to give us like a short summary on like this discussion thread? I think it will help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can. So like basically yesterday I went to research more on like the Google Analytics part, and then like for some of the insights I have lah. So I went to research for HAR, and like I noticed that there were highest page views on 16 June, but there were like no distribution posts for HAR. So like when I went to look at like Hotjar, and then I noticed like there was some it could be that it has like a high page view, which is due to like other job distributions, which is probably CM, HR, and PR, because the distribution posts were given out one day before, and they also have like quite similar like highest page view numbers. So like it made me realize like, oh, there are some jobs whereby when candidates like come to the website to take a look at, they won't just stop at that one job. They will also go to like other job which is like similar roles. So like maybe that is something we might want to look into. And another thing that I noticed, which is mainly for top funnel, is that distribution posts given on Friday can be effective because like after you give out distribution posts on Friday, usually within 4 days, which is like the next week's Tuesday, then like it will usually result in highest page views. But like all this like information on distribution posts were just taken from the active job posting page, the Dropbox paper. So I don't know if it's updated, but yeah, this is what I gathered so far. And it relates to what I sent in Slack yesterday, like some of the changes that I want to make for the website, such as like adding pictures to the job website and changing the positioning of like high priority campaigns in our job page and our Google form, because like I noticed when I go on Hotjar, there were some applicants who actually click apply through the HAR website, but then there were no applications that came in. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. Back to you, Shumin.
Jenna, real quick, do you think the application button is broken?
I don't think so. Like when
Okay,
you click on it, it will just bring you to the Google form.
I see. Okay, so what do you think is the most likely reason people clicked on apply but no applications came?
I think they applied for other jobs instead.
Ah, okay.